Monkey D. Luffy is a monster, but not much as the other five. They are more like the literal monsters that the Straw Hats and the Giants have to deal with. But right now what we need to do is get off the island as soon as possible. But the Giants are not the biggest creature we have on this island. There is a certain Iron Giant that has decided to join the party, but unlike the other guests, he comes with an apology to Joy Boy. This probably is the biggest twist of the Egghead Island, and I cannot wait to see how this arc ends, because this has been so amazing and full of events. We begin this chapter with Marcus Mars brute forcing his way into the lab. But what's important here is that the 5 Elder Stars are shown to not take any permanent damage, at least not from anything that we are currently aware of. This reminds us of when Ace and Smoker used to seem completely invincible to us until Haki was introduced. So the same might happen here. Also, this chapter proceeds to wrap up the fight between Zoro and Lucci, and I am so impressed with Lucci that he is still standing, more like the equivalent of Zoro's "nothing happened." After being outclassed by both Luffy and Zoro, I think we might see Lucci versus Sanji in the next upcoming arc, and then Lucci versus Usopp, and so on. Also, it is worth mentioning that now Jinbe has defeated 2 of CP9 agents. After Lucci is defeated and shot down by Jinbe, Saint Marcus Mars appears like this god descending from above, and Lucci transfers the information about Vegapunks and the Straw Hats. He also begs for his partner's life, Kaku, to be saved, but Marcus Mars says, "We can't take care of insects when the hive has to be destroyed." I enjoyed the part where the trio of Luffy and the 2 giants had the most fun. Luffy, Dory, and Broggy are having the time of their life with the long-awaited reunion. Luffy crafting the baseball bat and mocking Saint attack back at the 3 elders because of cartoon logic. It is absolutely flawless to pick up a tree, bite it, and then hit a home run. Then there was a situation where Luffy gets blown away. Even his scar flies away due to the Haki burst by War Curie. Although Luffy completely recovers in a hilarious way, he is asked by the Giants why he is cosplaying as one of the deities from the Elbaf culture, to which Luffy replies that he knows nothing about that. Then the Giant goes on to explain that their plan is to move out of this island and not to fight here. Cut to the next scene, we see Bonnie, Frankie, and Atlas being welcomed by 3 Vice Admirals who were waiting for them. But I don't think Frankie can hold up for much longer until the second group pops up, which consists of Sanji, as Vegapunk is dead. I believe if Sanji gets there, it won't be much of a problem anymore. But the biggest concern is if they all get intercepted by Ethan Baron Venisajuro, who is disabling all the pacifistas going around the island. Cut to the trio Dory and Broggy, who did a pretty good job taking on Topman Mercury using a technique called Sun Shield, protecting Luffy from the bursting haki of Topman Mercury. Next, we see Admiral Kizaru, who is injured and wants to rest and doesn't want to be disturbed. It feels like he is mentally exhausted from what is happening rather than his physical damage. In the final segment, we see big iron-like creatures rising up and immediately apologizing to Joy Boy about something that went wrong 800 years ago during the Void Century, which we will discuss in the next video. Subscribe now to follow along with the content. My name is Ryota, and I will see you in my next video.